Good morning, Stage 3. This week for your reading response activities, we are focusing on a new focus on reading strategy, and this week we are looking at predicting. So looking at predicting within a text, a prediction is a guess you make based on the pictures, titles, headings, text, and your own personal experiences before you begin to read. So predicting means using available information that is within a text for you to see. So like I just said, it might be images or it might be personal experiences. So those personal experiences may be different from another person's predictions. So before and during you read a text, it can be helpful to connect the knowledge you already have with the information provided within a text. So making these connections can often help you to think ahead and anticipate or predict upcoming events that are happening within a book. This can help you build and understand and make meaning of the text. Predictions can keep evolving or changing as you go, depending on what happens within a text. And as you read, remember to revise your predictions. So go back and think, did my previous prediction, was that correct? Did I predict right? Or was I a little bit off on that prediction? And keep making new predictions as you go along. So while you are reading, you need to ask yourself the following questions to help you be able to make predictions about a text. So what might this text be about? What is going to happen next? How might the main character react to this event? How might the complication in the text be resolved or fixed? What clues can I gather from the text to inform my predictions? So here I've put this on your slide as well for you to refer back to. These are some questions you might like to ask yourself when you are doing predicting of a text. So what do you think the story is about? Where do you think the story will take place? What characters do you think will be in the text? And so on. So when you are doing your predictions for this activity, I would like you to refer back to this chart if you are feeling a bit stuck on making those predictions. So I'm going to go through your activity for today, and it's a little bit of a longer one today, so I'm going to show you exactly how I would like it to be done. So I'm going to click over to my slides here. So on this first slide, I've got the beginning part of a text, and this text is titled The Forest Path. Now your job is to read through just this one slide first of text, okay? Once you have read through this one slide of text, you might like to read through it twice before making those predictions. You are going to click onto your next slide, which looks like this. And it's got a little predicting table on here from the text that you have just read, and only this information. So on this slide, you are going to make a prediction of what is going to happen next after this. So you're going to say, I predict that, and you're going to type it in a full sentence in this box. And you're also going to justify your prediction. You need to have a reason as to why you are predicting that. So you kind of just pulled it out of thin air. You must be pulling clues from the text, and you must be able to justify exactly why you are predicting that. There has to be a reason. So that's going to go in this box here. Then you're going to make a second prediction of what's going to happen. So the two predictions go here in full sentences, and your justification or the reasons why you predict those things are going to go in these two boxes here. Once you have made your two predictions, you are then going to click on to the next slide, and the story, The Forest Path, continues. You are then going to read this piece of text here, and then you are going to click on to the next slide, which looks very, very similar to the first one. Then you are going to make two further predictions. So this is when you can reflect back on your first predictions. I know I'm saying predictions a million times and it's going to get very old, but you can reflect back on those original predictions and go, well, did they come correct or did they not? Okay, and there's no right or wrong in this. You're using the clues to see what you think is going to happen next. So once you read the second page of text, you are going to do exactly what you did in the first one, and you are going to make two more predictions. All right, pretty straightforward so far. Then you're going to click onto the next slide. On this last slide is where the text ends. So you're going to finish reading. You might like to read it twice again. And then this is the last reading response slide. So there is a couple of slides for you to get through today, and it might take you a little longer than normal. So once you get to this end slide, I want you to think back on all the predictions that you made in these four boxes, and you are going to reflect back on those to see if any of those actually were correct in the text. So I want you to write in this box here in full sentence answers, were any of your predictions about the text accurate? And I do not want just a yes or no answer, okay? If some of your predictions were correct, I would like you to state which ones were correct and why you think they were correct. Maybe it was a clue that you got in the text that was really helpful in being able to predict that. And if not, I would like you to write in a full sentence why you think maybe your predictions weren't accurate today. All right, guys, off you go. Good luck.